Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois.
My people, you are tuned into Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois.
Woo! Barely. Hey, y'all, I'm tired. I'm tired doing this quick live, so I sort of don't interrupt what we have later on. Me and Conscious are gonna do something together on live, something fun, just something simple and fun, and where we can get like the Q&A questions and talk amongst each other and see what is real and what is false. Y'all, I'm barely from Dolton, barely tired. Shout out to Scott. Scott, thank you so much for holding. Scott was like pew 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 pew. You would choose. Pew pew pew. Y'all was trying to hold it together. You fighting for your life. Hey, Regina Lee. Oh, the real Magnolia. I love you. Okay, so this is just a quick recap because I told you I was going to the next meeting. I did go to the other meeting. Okay. I went to the other meeting. So this is what happened in case you guys didn't know. So the first meeting was at 12 o'clock for Thornton Township. And then we had an electoral board meeting, right? So that's when you heard the supervisor say, Tiffany, she said, hey, I got to go to another meeting. And that was this one. So I got to the meeting. So remember, the township is closed. I did a little video for you guys. I'll try to get it up this weekend. It's a lot to catch up on. So this was the electoral board, the written decision, right? So we have to wait to see what the written decision is. Someone's contesting. Sheila Ashley is contesting Corrine Davis to be on the ballot. But it was at a restaurant. And when I got there, I was welcome. They welcomed me to video, but you guys know your girl Berg. I really don't. I'm covering, but I like to just be like, no, because I didn't want the comments. Did the township pay for that? How did people get there? Because they were sitting at a dinner table, so it was everybody, like Tiffany side, the lawyer, Key Price, the normal people you see, and then the woman that's trying to run. Darlene pulled up, and they have a board, but they're eating or they're having lunch. They still can order their food. And it was just a mess. So for me to be standing in the middle of the restaurant with other patrons there, I just didn't want. And if you've ever been to Blueberry Field, I thought that was kind of odd because I thought they should have had it upstairs instead of downstairs, but maybe they could close the door. I don't know. So child, y'all know what happened with me. I was like, okay, I don't have to be here. Bye. So we'll get that decision. I'll reach out to get the decision and report back to you. So that was the second meeting. So the first meeting, y'all saw all the chaos. If you have any questions, speak now or forever hold your peace, because I do not want to spend days on this. You guys, thank you for the love you showed and the likes. And I got some cash apps too. Thank you guys. I'll respond to that when I get my phone charged up. I'm trying to get everything prepared for our live today, but what do y'all want to talk about? What have y'all asked me? Thank you, Tracy, you're so sweet. Oh yeah, and I think this is going to be Conscious first time on live, so we're trying to get her feet wet so she can do more things since she does the facts. I really like just the facts. She's not what I like about it, she's not. Hold on, let me plug up my microphone because I'm yelling. Hope that's better. I like that she just wants to report the facts and she saw what happened to Dolton from a side. No, I don't know who Conscious is either, child. I'm just going with the flow. And what made me feel good today was when I walked into the room. Let me picture it, Cicely. I walk into the room. Yeah, it would have been weird, Scott. Like I can't do stuff. I know we all want a good view, but I can't. What do Tiffany put on her grits? Sugar or salt? I did not want to even be involved, okay? Blueberry Field is a brunch place, y'all. Just so you know, it's in South Holland. So my points of the meeting, and chime in when you're ready. This is just a recap of the meeting. So I walk in the meeting, you know your girl, solo dolo. I'm well protected. Mama Hill called me and she met me there and gave me a Christmas gift. And the gift, y'all, is so cute. She gave me, anybody know me, I love a good pantsuit. And she gave me a pantsuit. It was so cute. And it's like a nude. It almost looked like what Tiffany had on today. It was so cute. Thank you, Mama Hill. It's a 2-piece pantsuit and I'm going to wear it for sure. I'm going to accessorize it real cute. And that'll be one of the few pictures I put up. I might go live in it because that warmed my heart. I really don't celebrate, like we don't do big gift exchanges in my family and stuff like that. So it was really special to see Mama Hill give me a gift. Thank you, Mama Hill. That was so cool. Then Martin G. Johnson popped up on me. That was exciting because this was the feeling. Y'all know I'm outed on everybody just hate my guts. And what I'm learning that people are seeing is anyone got a difference of opinion. Y'all could hear it by the room. The lady next to me, beautiful lady. I don't know who she was. Let me play a little bit of the video. She was the one that led us in prayer. Shout out to Critical Smoker and Reality Check TV because I don't see how y'all do it. The energy in there is so tense, but I guess maybe you don't get that energy because you're guys and they're not really going to mess with you like that. But I feel okay because this is my hood too, right? So I didn't even know. We're going to get to Trina in a minute. Bless her heart. I didn't know Trina was in there. So when you walk in there, you got a lot of people mumbling under their breath. They don't like this person. That's why you guys were like, man, I can't hear nothing because other people talking. They won't stop, child. They will not stop. I do not understand why we can't respect each other. You know what I mean? Why we just can't respect each other and everybody's opinions. This is going to be a bad Christmas for a lot of people, but it was so interesting. Do you guys put in the comments? I want to pause here. Do you guys believe it when people be like, we're not poor. We don't need this. We got money and you don't need to take this from the township. Like, how do y'all feel about that? Because I feel like it's a little judgy. Because if you were on my live yesterday, we went over, and we'll do it again with Conscious, because I asked her about, didn't this budget already get ironed out? Because I have a lot of questions. Like, if I had a sit down with Tiffany or, the trustees, and I really had a question, it would be like, how did we have the Taste of Thornton Township and not Christmas? Like, when you approve the budget, isn't everything approved at once? Okay, we're not using credit cards. You don't pay for stuff in advance. Why are we just now getting toys? Stuff like that. Hey, Douglas. Hello, everybody. I miss. Hey, Conscious. Can't wait to jam with you later. Public, everybody. Hey, hello. No, they're not doing food boxes. And you guys, we went over this in the live. I don't know if you guys know this, but I do. Okay, let's start from the beginning because I'm getting my thoughts all. It's really sad when you walk in there. If you're not on a side or in a group, you're ganged up on. And this is not a lie. It's not a fib. It's not a story. Y'all can hear it and see it for yourself. If you guys was watching me, you saw my front row. Everybody that was in the front row, we weren't saying nothing. We were just quiet, recording or minding our business, listening, giving people eye contact when they spoke, whether you liked them or not, making sure you took the time. They took the time to stand at the podium. At least we could do is hear their point of view. And I mean all sides. As soon as poor Emmanuel get up there, the heckling, the yelling, the screaming. Why? Everybody should be able to say what they want to say. And everybody can make an informed decision by then. No matter where you stand in this, okay, this is definitely political. This has nobody care about the money. Nobody care about the budget. Nobody care about the township. They care about getting Tiffany up out of there. No matter how you look at it, whether you're for Tiffany or not for Tiffany, you know that's the end of that's the name of the game. The rehearsal of it all. It's just a lot. It's a lot that goes into this that worries me. This young lady right here, she's talking. She moved here 7 months ago. Did y'all hear what they were saying behind me?
And I haven't been here for 7 months. For the 7 months that I've been here.
Yeah, they're like, you shouldn't have moved here. She got a whole oxygen tank on. She never said she was a Tiffany supporter. She listened to everybody. I don't know who this woman is. She was at the caucus. She was outside. So that's all I know from what I see. I don't know who this woman is. I just went up there. She's like, I moved out here. Well, you shouldn't have moved out here. Why we gotta be so nasty to one another? Why we gotta be so nasty? You know, my head can't wrap around that part of it. Now, so I walk in there. Let me go back. I walk in there. I'm by myself. I'm sitting by myself. Mama Hill come over and see me. Martin G. Johnson popped up on us to us in the Blueberries. We didn't know Gardis Watts. He popped up with us in the Blueberries. And so shout out to them. And then I start Melanie. Shout out to Melanie from the Lansing Journal and Carol. They were really nice, really inviting. I got a good spot because of them. So thank you so much, because you know they couldn't tell me to move and didn't tell them to move. You see what I'm saying? So it was like really cool that everyone was so supportive. So I'm sitting there. Gardis came and sat next to me and Mama Hill. I'm minding my business, and then somebody plop in the seat next to me, and I'm like, okay. You ever feel some kind of warmth on the side of you, but you don't want to turn and look? It was Michael. It was Michael Smith. And I've never had a conversation with Michael Smith. I might just, I haven't had a conversation because I haven't figured him out. Like I'll say, hey, I speak to everybody. Everybody I will speak to. It don't matter. I speak. If I see you, I'm going to say hello. I'm going to hold the door for you. If I see you coming through the door, I'm going to hold the door open. That don't make me a punk. I just got genuine decency, okay? So he was just sitting there, and I was like, oh God, here everybody about to be on the internet. Burgundy Blue sitting next to Michael Smith, and it is gonna be a mess. And we were just cracking up about it. Not me and him, but other people, because they started texting me like, girl, you already know you about to hit Dolton politics. I'm like, you already know. Let's get used to it. So I ended up getting a little closer when you guys said you couldn't hear. I got to talk to some people. Some people actually tapped me and was like, Berg, can I talk to you, after, or can I email you, or can we have a conversation? Because it was like, or they were just being really warm. They were just like, man, we don't like how stuff went down with you. I want to support you the way I can. It was really cool at the end of the day, because I'm not there. So usually Critical and Reality Check are there. And I'm like, y'all, it's okay. I feel like everybody got one good crash out in. Its emotions are high dealing with this situation. Everybody's really emotional about it. Cool. As long as we could talk about it, I have no beef. I have no problem. I'm the type of person, I'm gonna ask you when I see you, hey, can we talk about what I saw, what you did, or what I need to talk? Because I don't want to go through this life where you have this a lot of people don't give a hell, but where you have this one thought that I did something. So I want to go back to Mrs. Roberts, because I just found out today they do listen to me. But Mr. and Mrs. Roberts, I had to ask Mrs. Roberts, like on site. I wasn't trying to make up. That's why I didn't put the camera in her face or nothing like that. I was actually stretching my camera out. So we really did. You couldn't really hear, I thought. But I had to ask her, hey, why'd you bring me up in Dolton politics and tell a fib? That's not what I said. And then she explained herself, and we went back and forth. And I said, well, if it's something you hear from me, and that goes for everybody, if you hear something from me, don't hide that. This is a commentary channel, so I'm gonna talk about it. But don't hide that bitterness or whatever you may feel. Email me, reach out. I can't reach out to you if I don't know that you have a problem with me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where did we go into this whole thing where it has to be a group of people that don't like people, a group of people that want to be mad at people. You can't hold that bitterness inside you. It'll just tear you up from the inside. And that's it. What was really interesting? I did not agree with the name on the food boxes. I told you that numerous times. Tiffany picture is not on the food box. I think that is so trivial. And last night, and we'll do it again when me and Conscious do a live, I want to go over the Christmas stuff. And if you guys aren't following, because it's a lot to follow, right? It's a whole lot to follow. So I know you can't follow anything, every single thing. So that's the cool thing about us doing commentary. All the content creators, I tell y'all all the time, listen to everybody commentary, make your own decision, and go from there. You know what I mean? We looked, this video only got 126 views. So I don't think a lot of people saw it. But let's just take a look. This has been happening since the beginning of time. Frank Zuccarelli's name was on the boxes. Frank Zuccarelli's name was on the letter. I think it's like really petty. Now, if Tiffany is overspending on something, take that out. Not your name don't have to be on everything. Look at this toy game.
We get their carts loaded up with the food, chicken.
The food.
Together for their food, and then they come outside and we get their carts loaded up with the food, chicken, like a nice size box, depending on how big their family is, it depends how much food they get. It's a great program. We get a lot of help, a lot of volunteers. And,
go to the history
with
guys.
This program, we want to be able to help as many people in the community as we do now.
This year, it looked like we have more families. So I guess it tells you something about the time. But we are overjoyed, along with Ann and Drake Zuccarelli, to being able to help in Thornton County.
It might be, lady, but it's been happening for years. It might be. Look at all the toys Frank had, y'all. Look at all those toy bags. And look at that. So these have been year after year kids want this. Frank's name is on all of this. Okay? His name is on the boxes. You filling out your form there. So when they was screaming, why I gotta show my social security card and stuff, you have to get your information in. This is so cute. Look at Tiffany.
He do exist.
Look at this. We're gonna go over this with Conscious later. And his name is right here. Look behind him. Frank Zuccarelli, Thornton Township Supervisor. I think that's cool. Now, Frank didn't have his picture. He probably had one photo I saw all my life of Frank Zuccarelli. He probably had that same photo. So he wasn't having his picture as much as Tiffany was. That's why I always tell y'all, I can see both sides. But I don't think we should hold this. Y'all might, as much as they think this might take away from Tiffany being voted in, this could hurt Chris Gonzalez as well while he's running. Where this is what y'all willing to do, take away Christmas and toys, and not even that. Okay, let's leave the toys away, because I don't really You know, so I understand. A lot of people don't celebrate the holidays. The seniors not being able to get to their appointments. And then they're like, well, you could call 311, you could call 211. Well, it's a lot of people that are used to the Thornton Township way, and it's less congested. You do get better food than you do at other places. You know what I mean? You do. I mean, you get brand, some stuff be name brand when you get it from, look at Frank, he was handing out cornflakes and crackers and pasta, Barilla pasta. You got the name brand stuff. So it's a little bit different. But if we just want to take Tiffany name off of everything, I think that can wait. Because if you are saying she's not on the ballot, her name's gonna be off of everything anyway. So what's the point? What's the point? Why we just can't finish this term out and call it a day? It's a power struggle between the two. So no one said, people like, well, we ain't broke. Call us. Y'all, whoever got to that podium and say, call them, please call them. Call them if you need help. If they're offering help, call them. You know what I mean? And that's not a slight. If they're offering closed mouths don't get fed, call them. Call them. And I don't think it was $15 we'll get back on our taxes. I think it was $54. And $54 may not be a lot for a lot of people, but it may be a full tank of gas for some people. You know, I don't know. I'm not judging people's pockets. So, y'all, let me read a couple of comments and get out of here so I can prepare for this live. I'm glad I'm not too tired. I thought I was going to be super duper tired, but this is another year. The only person, it was a lot of people like Miss Hughes who was speaking. Look, this is what Frank gave away as well. His name is on the boxes as well. You know, it's Thornton Township, Frank Zuccarelli, supervisor. Happy holidays. Now, if we want to go tit for tat, Tiffany, I need to get one of those I Stand With Tiff t-shirts. Y'all, we need to put it on eBay. That's gonna be his. Put that t-shirt on eBay one day. People gonna be trying to buy I Stand With Tiff's t-shirt, baby. I got a one of those banker boxes for sale. If you want it for a momentum, if you're a big Thornton Township fan, I just thought about that. Douglas, I didn't even see. Conscious, write that on our list. Let's get to the end. So you guys do understand who weren't watching. You do understand. I don't want you guys to be full food. Frank's name was on everything as well. Okay. However, Tiffany name now is in pink. Maybe you guys ever get something printed? Maybe the ink, you know how to be like black and white is one price and then color is another price. Let's put it in black and white again. I don't know. Like what's going to save the money? But don't stop the process because you don't want her name over on anything. That sounds a little weird. That do sound, especially for people that lived here. We've seen Frank's name over everything. And it's also kind of strange that we have 17 municipalities. You don't see anybody but the same group of people from Dolton coming to the Thornton Township meeting. Isn't that weird to y'all? Or is it just me? Like, if Tiffany is such a hindrance, nobody from Blue Island want to come. Nobody from Roberts want. I don't even know if Roberts is here, but nobody want to come from Harvey. No one want to come from Lansing except for the Lansing Journal and Mr. and Mrs. Roberts. Nobody else want to come from Calumet City. Nobody want to come from the town of Thornton, because yes, Thornton Township is a township. Then we have Thornton, right? The town. So it's really strange to me. No one want to come from Homewood. No one want to come. Just the same group of people yelling, you know, and I'm not hating on them. I understand they're passionate because I get it. I always tell y'all, I don't know what everybody's experience with Tiffany is. I only could tell y'all about my experience. That's it. That's all. Look at this is Frank food boxes. He had a lot of non-perishables for sure, but he also gave you like the meat. But Tiffany gives you the meat and the fresh vegetables. So people needed this For a long time, this came with the seat. It's something we already paid for. I appreciate Emmanuel trying to explain what he wanted to explain. I learned something today myself. But child, anytime it comes to learning something, they're gonna boo you up out of there. Everybody has a right to their opinion. That's all I want people to know. Everybody saw things differently. It would be like, I'm gonna bring up Miss Cassandra Jordan. This is a good point. Let me go to my YouTube page. And this is not for slander on her or anything like this. Let's see. I want to see how y'all felt about this. Let me see if I can go to it. YouTube. Did you guys see she had commented she's a Dolton 2025 candidate? I really was looking forward to a fresh new face as a candidate, but I have this is where I have to check myself. Somebody ever do something to you and then you like turned off immediately? Put a 1 in the chat if you had that happen. I'm trying to not make that the case with Miss Jordan, because sometimes because it seems like it's something so petty. I can't base her whole platform off of one thing she said to me. Do you see what I'm saying? So we're going to talk some facts. I did a live the other day and I was doing chit chat. We do chit chat over here. If you guys are new subscribers, thank you. Please subscribe if you haven't. And I just do chit chat, give you information. That's it. I'm not a huge YouTuber. I'm just a little lady with a Razor Motorola flip phone. Okay. So let's go to what Miss Cassandra Jordan. I'm trying to find it. Which video was it? Let me see if I can go to the video. Did you guys see that comment? Because I think this is a good example on how people see one thing and then they see one thing and they fly off without. I respond. Did I respond? Let's see. Yes, this is it. Okay. Let me see. I'll go to the video. I'll be right back to your comments because I want to see what you have to say. And we're coming right back with a live. Me and Conscious, I'm gonna put it out there, you guys, if you want to join. It's gonna be a lot of numbers, a lot of fun numbers. Nothing salacious, no gossip. Let me see if I can get to this video. Sorry, y'all. I want you guys let's go over it. So she's the candidate for mayor. Now, I have a thing where I do not like to text sometimes. My sisters and everything, they get on me because sometimes I text and it comes out wrong. So I said, you know what? Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Is this it? Nope, it's not that. Hold on, let me see. Is it this one? Nope, it said 23 hours ago, 17 hours ago. Let's see if it's this one. Sorry, guys. Okay, this is it. So, gotta unplug for a second. Okay, I have to unplug. Okay, let's share this. Did you guys see the let's talk about it. Here's the thing. All these older clips proving that what's been done in the past regarding names on boxes are nice, but when you share it with some, they'll just move the goalposts rather than accept it. Yeah. Yep. They Sloan said shout out to Motorola. Yeah. Yeah. Just bring the brown back. Look, put the stuff in a paper bag, right? Okay. Oh, that's a good idea, Stan, for the amount that would be saved if you didn't do the boxes. True. I just don't think it's fair that I see it, though, that Frank did it for a million years, and now it's a problem now. He had those boxes, but okay, So this is what happened last night. So I did my videos alive, and I'm a paraphrase, but I mentioned something like I was at not the caucus. I went to film the hearing for when Krigley versus DeMarcus Krigley versus Miss Cassandra Jordan and Mr. Denashe Harris. Because I know a lot of y'all want to know. I want you guys to be informed of everybody running. I don't want you just to think it's a Jason and Tiffany situation when you might have another option. I know who I'm voting for. However, I do not want my opinion of who I'm voting for to be your opinion. I'm not here to campaign for anybody. My channel is not bought, but when I see something, I say something, right? So I hope you understand. I don't know if that'll change in the future where I'll be more opinionated about who I choose to vote for, but so far I just like it for y'all. So this is Miss Cassandra Hobson Jordan. She's the new candidate. Now, this is why history is important. This summer, I went to Food for Less, and it was a woman who was standing outside getting signatures tirelessly. Now, I would never say this on live if this comment didn't happen. Now, because I'm in Dolton, I could see when I see her at Food for Less or Dollar Tree and I see the same lady, I'm saying hello with her clipboard or something like that. So I did not have that in my mind until this comment came up, because I had already told y'all when I saw it was a new candidate, I came home, I put the flyer up, the video is on my channel, and I said, hey, you guys, we got a new candidate. We looked them both up. The only person that had a radio show was Mr. Denashe Harrison, who's running for trustee on Intellectual Radio. We learned that together. If y'all was riding the bike with me, put a 1 in the chat. Do y'all remember that? Hey, Miss Asia, good to see you. I keep on saying good to see you. Remember, we were just riding. Thank you. I shouted her out and everything. And I said, y'all, we got a new candidate. I was the only channel telling y'all we had a new candidate again. So I mentioned, I said, well, I was at it was about 20 people in the room. Y'all was there with me. Again, y'all was riding the bike with me. We went to the hearing. We saw that she got victory and you're able to vote. Congratulated her, clap. This is all public knowledge. This is on my page. Stood over there to the side. Mr. Denashe stopped to talk to me and talk to you guys, talk to the cameras. And I waited on the side for Miss Cassandra Jordan. And she walked. And now, do we have to play the video? Don't have me play the video. Look, choose compassion. You got a whole new video you can do. You're conscious. I stood over there patiently with Mama Hill to wait to see if she had anything to my camera. She directly looked at the ABC. She walked over to ABC, Channel 9, everything. I understand. I'm just a little YouTube channel, like I said, with a flip phone. I'm nobody. I get it. I'm not begging for an interview. I just stay there. Whoever want to talk to this camera and reach the people, y'all can, for sure. So I stood over there. Now I might have to play it because I don't know if this was in my head or not. But after she said, okay, you guys, bye. And then she walked off. She still did. So me and Miss Hill stood over there, and Miss Hill went over and hugged her. Okay, fine. I leave out the meeting, turn my camera off. It's a car driving down the 142nd off King Drive, or I think that's 147, 140th. But he was driving, and it was Mr. Harrison. He got out his car. He said, hey, I want to formally introduce myself. My name is Mr. Harrison, and I'm running for village trustee. I'm going to be, and on my camera, what did he say? I'm going to be on, what's her name? All in the Queue on Thursday. I want everybody to tune in. We took the message. He reminded me, don't forget, I'm going to be on All in the Queue this day. I'm going to be with the super producer. Cool. I'll mark my calendar. Thank you. I said nothing. Miss Jordan and me are parked side by side. She got in her car and left. We parked side. She still didn't say anything. My thing is, that's fine, because she don't know who I am, I'm assuming. So she said, what I guess I said something in this video. This is what our potential mayor has to say. And this is a problem for me. What block do you live on? Excuse me? I'm looking. What block do you live on? All I said was I didn't see her come by my house. Don't come by now. I said I didn't see, Ring doorbell didn't alert me. Nothing. I didn't see her. Or now that's all I said. I didn't say what block do you live on. Okay. I was like, whoa. Then we have been out throughout Dolton passing out thank you cards to those who actually signed my petition. This was phase 1 of my campaign. So before I start knocking on everyone else's door, I wanted to take care of those that actually signed. Also, at the hearing, why didn't you introduce yourself? Didn't have a problem speaking with you, but you have to make yourself known. I'm trying not to read that the wrong way, because this was probably the second thing, because I'll play later that live video when she was telling DeMarcus to pick up the leaves, and it was to take your, what was it, your skinny, nappy-headed, did y'all I don't want to misquote on that live video. That rubbed me the wrong way too. And I said, you know what? Come, what you need to do, come pick up my leaves, take your unattractive butt. I remember that. It's timestamp, it happened. Timestamp, it happened. That rubbed me the wrong way, because I said there's still a youth, there's still a young black man out here. No matter how I feel about Quigley, it's going to be a lot of thin people with locks walking down the street in our neighborhood. And if you feel that way, that's kind of scary. That's kind of scary. Now, this was part 2. So I said, now, she said, but I don't have no problem speaking, but you need to make yourself known. Why do I mean, I get it. But the speaker in the room, it was 20 people. 5 of them attorneys. The other 5 are Clean House 2025 campaign. The other 5 are her people. The other 2 work there. And the 3 is me, Mama Hill, or Quigley. You really only had to say hello to one person. That would have been me, because you knew everybody else. You pulled Quigley to the side to say thank you for dropping your case. You spoke to Mama Hill. So really, only person left in the room is me. And if I'm a voter, I know it's like one vote. You have to think, and this is just a little bit of advice for people. I know that you're not supposed to kiss butt for no vote. You're not supposed to do that. But this is a little bit of, you don't know how many people are in our combined households to vote. So if I have 10 family members that vote every election and never skip, that's 10 votes for an independent person on a ticket running against the man kissing babies, Jason House, and the incumbent, Tiffany Henyard. Yeah, speak to somebody. Am I wrong for saying that? Yeah, say hello. Hey, tell your friends out here I'm running for mayor. It was a big day for you, so I know you were busy. So, but I was like, wow, what block you live on? Yeah, I'm going to just put here, hey, yeah, I live on Dorchester. Come by. What? So I said hello. Well, I don't want to take offense to this post, but sometimes when I text, it doesn't come off correctly. I said, number 1, you had a young lady outside, Food for Less. Guess what? We spoke with her, got a flyer. She asked for signatures. So no, we never seen you come to our door. But guess what I did? I came home, told everyone on my platform, guess what? We have a new person running for mayor. You can see that video on my platform here. In addition to you commented on the live here as well. Number 2, as a person running for mayor of Dolton, and you could be our next mayor, I, as a resident who was standing directly in front of you when you walked over to interview for major news stations as the only blogger, I wanted to make sure I understand correctly. I have to make myself known, because I ain't see you asking anybody else that had a microphone or that didn't look like me. You know what I'm trying to say? You wasn't asking them to identify themselves or come speak to you. You walked over to them. I am so glad you have a running mate, because as I walked back to my car, Mr. Harrison was actually driving down the street, park, crossed the street, and asked me my name and introduced himself as a candidate after he stopped to interview for this small channel. And no, this is not about interviewing, but I am curious on how more you would like the residents to make themselves known. So this is my thing. So if she's just at the grocery store or at a church or something like that, she wants everybody to run up to her. I'm just asking. And if you do not attend regular board meetings, nobody, that's the question they keep asking over and over. When do you attend the board meetings? How many board meetings you've been to? If you don't attend the regular board meetings, do not speak in a room of a few people in the village you're running in. Every vote counts. Now, to be clear, it was a busy day for you, and I am so glad to see you got on the ballot. I really am glad that she got on the ballot, guys. I really am. But at the hearing, why don't you introduce yourself, end quote, is quite alarming, is it was only 20 people in the room. You could have said a simple hello, and if you recall, I congratulated you. A hello is a small gesture. I would say it for someone who went door to door, knocking on doors. Now she out there knocking on doors and covered most of the voting population in Dolton. That's not a big deal. Finally, I wish you well. Looking forward to hearing more about you, the change you want to bring to the village. And I'm wishing her well. What do y'all think about that? I think it's a thing in our community where it's like, don't look at me funny, and I would have never thought I would have had that from this young lady. So now my head is kind of like, okay, Berg, don't take it on the deep end. I'm gonna talk about it because that's why I got my commentary channel to talk. Oh, I didn't see that. Thank you. This is what the commentary channel is for. The commentary channel is, now that we're talking about Dolton, just to give you both sides of the story. You could feel like maybe, Berg, you should be more aggressive and speaking up and talking to the candidates. I will accept that. Then you might feel like maybe she's supposed to speak as well. I could accept that. I think it's fair. I'm gonna try to erase this from my head because I don't want to make this about when I see her or when people ask me about my impression of her. I have this stuck in my head, and that's what I want to say to bring it back to Tiffany. When people are so upset about Tiffany, I don't know what Tiffany did, because sometimes you only get one chance to make a first impression. So I don't know what Tiffany did to make them feel this way. So I try not to take their feelings away and be so angry or, oh, they lying. I don't know your experience. Your experience is your experience. All I can do is share my experience with the village, the township, the trustees, and the mayor or the supervisor. I hope y'all understand that. Republican. Yeah. I wouldn't give her time on. I stood right there by her. What you mean? What you mean, Scott? I stood right there. How did Mr. Harrison get on my live and she didn't? And like, if y'all, when he pulled up, he wasn't pulling up like, no, hey. I was dressed like a snowman walking to my car. He just was like, hey, it's one person walking. Let me tell them I'm running. Yeah. It is choose. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, Magnolia. Chu says she forgot the news is edited come out later. Blogging you are in real time. So I was real happy about today. I was happy I got to get some stuff off my chest. I got to talk to Miss Roberts. She got some stuff off her chest. I got some stuff off my chest. I think we cool. It wasn't no arguing, screaming. It wasn't no bitterness. She was like, okay, well, you said, she told me to retract something. Miss Roberts said that, and we'll go over that in another video just for them, that they didn't get put out the meeting. They chose to leave the meeting. And I apparently said they got put out the meeting. So I want to make that clear. They did not get put out the meeting. They chose to leave the meeting. So that kind of upset Miss Roberts when she heard me say that. Y'all, I am only human. If you hear me say something and it's not true, Burgundy Blue Commentary at gmail.com. I have no problem retracting it. A lot of y'all have my phone number. So I have no problem with you sending me a text message. Hey, Berg, this is what somebody said. Can you follow up on this? Because even though I'm just a YouTuber, do a commentary, I still have a responsibility for what I put out there, and I try to do my best, okay? So I want y'all to know that. So this is where I am with today. Let me get off of here because I'm excited to see these numbers because I'm not a spreadsheet girl. I'm a just talk about it type of girl. So I'm excited for Conscious to give us these numbers that she has going on. Or maybe I can ask questions and y'all could be in the chat and ask questions, and she could refer to this warrant list that Jason House been able to send her. And we go from there. You said you confused. My bad. I am confusion. What's up, Critical? I didn't see y'all. Y'all make sure y'all show some love for Critical Smoke on Reality Check TV. How do you do it? How do y'all do it? I can't. I was in there. I drank 2 bottles of water. I was in there. I needed a fan. I was in there, eyes watering, trying to get the selfie stick to act right, moving back forth. People could thank you, choosing Conscious and Scott and everybody. They're like, I can't hear. Well, I can hear. I can't hear. I can't see. I can't. I don't know how you do it. All right, you guys. I love you so much. We're gonna be long with it later today. Enjoy your Friday. Be good to one another, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Comment Blue Commentary Comment Burgundy Blue Commentary Blue Commentary